Members of the school committee, thank you for the opportunity to speak this evening. Once informed as to what critical race...
Could you just say your name and address for the record, sorry.
I'm sorry. Kenneth Rampino, Sr., 7 Morningside Drive, North Kingstown.
Thank you, sir.
Once informed as to what critical race theory really is, any fair-minded person knows intuitively that CRT or any other euphemism its proponents employ is destructive to children by propagandizing them to judge their schoolmates purely on the basis of race or ethnicity, which is the very essence of racism. At its core, it is government-sponsored racism under the guise of anti-racism. Here are just two of the countless examples of the heartbreaking impact of CRT on kids. In Williamson County, Tennessee, where educators were teaching children to be ashamed of their whiteness, a 7-year-old was placed in therapy because of severe depression after coming home from school saying, "Mommy, I am ashamed that I am white. Is there something wrong with me? Why am I hated so much?" A 7-year-old child told by her teachers that she is evil solely on the basis of her skin color. In Nevada, an African-American parent sued a charter school for teaching her biracial child CRT, violating her parental prerogative to bring up her child in the belief that all persons are created equal. Go on the internet and you will find hundreds of examples of children being damaged by CRT. As a retired attorney who practiced law for 5 decades, as someone who has authored numerous treatises on constitutional law published in American Law Reports, I would like to focus on the legal issues raised by CRT. The legal rights of parents do not end at the portal of a school. Recently, a school administrator in another Rhode Island community expressed rage that parents would have what she considered the audacity to have a say in what is taught their children. She obviously is unaware of the case of Espinoza versus Montana, a case not involving CRT per se, but wherein the U.S. Supreme Court recognized the rights of parents to direct the education of their children in the classroom when constitutional rights of their children are being violated. In the case I mentioned involving the African-American mother with the biracial son, he was given a failing grade in sociology of change course because he refused to openly acknowledge his, quote, white privilege. The mother, on behalf of her child, sued the school for depriving the child of freedom of speech under the First Amendment, equal protection under the 14th Amendment, and of violating his civil rights under Title VI of the Civil Rights Act. The complaint in the suit relies in large part on the U.S. Supreme Court case of West Virginia versus Barnett, wherein upholding students' constitutional rights, the Supreme Court of this nation said, quote, "No official, high or petty, can prescribe what shall be orthodox in politics, nationalism, religion, or other matters of opinion, or force citizens to confess by word or act their faith therein." I submit that CRT in its varied forms is becoming the new orthodoxy that dictates allegiance to its false beliefs with severe recriminations for failure to do so. Parents and students have constitutional rights that are trampled upon when these toxic ideologies are forced on children in our schools. And we need to stand up to it wherever and whenever it occurs through peaceful assembly and protest, electing school committee members with traditional values, and through injunctive relief mandated by the judicial system.
Thank you. Now, folks, I apologize.